Okay, and we are recording now. So welcome everybody to the official launch party of Treasures from the Universe.
Welcome.
And right now we only have Nina with us, one of the treasure goddesses from Treasures from the Universe. Some of our women have been experiencing some really low energy lately. I am one of those, but I am here.
Same here.
Yeah. I think it's happening for a lot of people. So, and that's okay. We will still have fun and give away prizes, and hopefully we can get some live readings in. So anybody who is here live, if you would actually like to receive any type of reading, just let us know. You can either unmute yourself and ask your questions. We're really here for you to engage with us as we're giving away these prizes and things. So yeah, just unmute yourself or go over in the chat box and type in your questions, and we can do it that way also. And Nina, is there anything you want to add?
Well, not really. I'm going to be I'm going to be doing the readings with the Rumi Oracle by Alana Fairchild. It's a really, really beautiful deck that speaks to me. And I also have the publisher's approval. They are so nice. I sent them an email to ask if I had permission to do readings live on camera with their cards, and they were so nice. They wished me luck and everything, and that was really nice. But aside from that, I don't know. I can introduce myself. I can talk a little more about what I do, etc. Maybe not right away. If you want to do that first.
Well, Danielle just asked a question. If we could tell her a little bit more about the boxes that are being prepared and the intuitives who prepared them. Okay, so here's how this happened. This was just an idea that came out of the blue. Well, that's what we'll call it. We don't believe in coincidence. An idea to send people intuitive messages, oracle readings, tarot readings, that type of thing. Send that to them physically in a box along with intuitively selected treasures. We did have that originally set at three treasures in a box. I've changed that because it usually ends up being more, or the gifts usually end up being way more expensive than the price of the box. So we've kind of taken away the amount that will be received in each box, but you are guaranteed to receive more than what you have paid for in every box. And the way that the process works, after we got all of the good things in place to be able to run a business, the way that the process works, we have currently 25 intuitive women working with us who are ready to pack and prepare and ship these boxes. What they do is when someone purchases a box, they get the customer's information, and the process that we use would rotate through each of the women so that no customer receives the same service twice, or the same goddess, treasure goddess. That's what we call the women working with us. And just that way, so that customers always receive that element of surprise and the variation of all the gifts that truly are available out in the world. Because everybody does their thing so uniquely and differently than the next person. So we really do have our own voice and our own methods, even if we're using the same types of tools. So yeah, that's how the process works. When you purchase a box, you are assigned a treasure goddess who then puts your box together. She intuitively tunes in to you. She'll tune in to you and do an intuitive reading for you, and that can be delivered to you in a variety of methods. That could be physically sent to you in a letter type form. Physical cards could be sent to you. There are some that are doing they're doing private readings for you and sending you the link to go listen to that, and it's only available to you. And then on top of that, they tune in to see what kind of treasures, what kind of gifts, physical objects would really uplift, inspire, and heal whatever you have going on in your life at the time. So yeah, I think I've answered that question, right? Because I can go on all day about what we do. So yeah, that pretty much describes the process in a nutshell. And there is a lot of intricate details, on the back end of it, of how that works. But yeah, for the customer, the experience that we're trying to get for them is that they are surprised. That when they open their box, it actually creates an experience for them, and it's not just they're getting more stuff. Really want to send them things that really bring about that sense of magic and that inner child, the playfulness, and knowing that you're not alone in whatever it is that you're going through. That we're developing this network here of many women that will be available to support you in other ways as well. We're developing a private or closed, it's not private, a closed group for all of our customers, so that they can have easier access to all of the goddesses and the things that we are doing. So yes, Danielle, I hope that answered your question. And okay, Michelle actually has a question. Do you want to answer it, Nina, with your cards? Because I've never seen your deck.
Yes. So. Yeah, I lost connection for a moment, but it came back. And I'm sorry, I'm a little bit sick, so from time to time I need to cough.
Well, I'm the same way. I think it's just the energy that is out there, and there's so much yuckiness going around right now that my voice is actually a little bit weak today. But can you see Michelle's question?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I'm shuffling the cards. Usually what I say to most people is, first of all, I don't like giving specific answers related to time or the gender of your child or something like that. I don't like to do that, first of all, because I think that intuitively you know it, and I like to invite everyone to learn how to connect with their inner self and their higher knowledge. Secondly, because it varies, depending on each action that you take from now on or that you took before this, everything can change. So I can tell you 2 weeks from now, because that's what I feel, but you may be doing something in the very near future that will change that and make it 2 months. I feel like it's number 2 in any case. But aside from that, I wouldn't be able to tell you whether it's 2 weeks or 2 months or 2 days or 2 years. And your card is 28. Enter the Garden of Delights. Let's see if you can see it. And this is, it looks very beautiful. I really like, the reason I chose this deck in particular is because I really love the artwork. And the artwork speaks for itself. So in a reading, usually you would chase the meaning of the card, the meaning of the message. But in this particular deck, I like to look at the drawing on the card and allow my intuition to come in and tell me not just what I'm supposed to say, but what I'm supposed to feel about this. And I feel like there is peace and harmony. There is just beautiful relationships when it comes to family, happiness, abundance of all sorts, love, not just financial, just abundance and prosperity of all sorts. And I feel like there may be some misunderstandings that will soon be going away. And harmony is going to instill. And this is a card, 28. I also like to study numerology. 2 is a number that represents relationships of all sorts, not just love relationships, but relationships in general with people. Duality, being able to learn how to communicate and how to cooperate with one another. And 8 is a number that is very, very important when it comes to manifesting. So 8 is the number that represents our willpower, our ability to get out there and get whatever we want to achieve, because we do have the power to achieve it on our own. So 28, 2 plus 8 is 10, 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 is also a very important number. It usually signifies spiritual awakening. It is the first number. It's basically, you start with 1. Well, I would say you start with 0 usually, but 0 is also the closing. So you start with 1. And this basically tells me that you are at the beginning of something that is going to become very beautiful, very peaceful to you, and you're going to enjoy every single moment of this. And this is your card. If you have any other questions, obviously you can ask. It's not a problem. I see that there's another question from Daniel.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Career. Usually I like to rely on cards, but I also like to follow my intuition. So I usually ask my inner self whether the question basically, and I want to provide myself with the answer, and then I allow the card to give me more information about it. I would say that right now is maybe not the perfect time to leave your current position, Daniel. Maybe give it just a few more weeks, possibly, because you need to learn something very important. It's going to be tough, but hang in there, because you're going to learn something that in the future you'll look back to this moment and you'll think, thank God I went through all of that, because the way I've learned so much more than I would, so much more. You're welcome, Michelle. Okay, so your card is 18, a new gown. Unfortunately, the light is not perfect for this. You can't really see how beautiful the cards are. But I would say number 18, it usually reminds me of of being young and having this force within, this passion of moving ahead, of achieving things, achieving your dreams and your goals. It reminds me of sunsets and everything that is beautiful. And I mean, this young lady that's depicted in the card is looking at a sunset, so obviously. Now, I tend to look at the colors of cards usually, and I see here red and green. I see that there is so much to let go of, and there is so much to heal in your current relationship with maybe work, maybe your current job. I feel like it has maybe exhausted you too much, or it has taken a part of you. You've been obsessively thinking and worrying about something in your current job. You can't distinguish your personal life from your work life anymore, and this is making you feel like you are being drained, like your energies are being directed in the wrong direction, and you want to change. And it's actually good that you realized the need to change, because it was a call from your inner self. You needed change. You needed to change. And 1 + 8 is number 9, which is triple number 3, and number 3 is the number of growth. Number 3 is also a number of that indicates a relationship growing to becoming more than just a relationship. It becomes a partnership. So when you work with someone, you work as two people, but when you grow to become partners, you learn to depend on each other, to ask for help, and to help each other. And that is what makes a great, successful career, basically. So I think what this card is meaning to tell you is that you need to learn how to start this great relationship, great partnership with people, in order to have a successful career in the future, and possibly in your very near future, you are going to meet someone who is going to open your mind up and your heart up to doing that. So I would say you're not going to switch careers as soon as you may be expected, but you're not going to regret waiting a bit longer, because you're going to get something much, much better out of it. And that was your card.
Thank you, Nina. I have something to add to that, because I drew a card too for her. That's actually in my main business. That is actually my specialty. That's the only kind of people that I want to work with is women entrepreneurs. So yeah, if you're definitely wanting to move out of where you are at now, I feel guided to actually offer you a free session. And we won't do that here, but I will send you an email and we can schedule a chat if you would like, Danielle. But I actually drew a card for you, and it's reversed. It's upside down. It is the talisman, and what that tells me is pretty much what Nina has already said. You haven't gained all of the wisdom that you need right now to really make that transition. And the first thing that I thought of in your desire to want to move on is that you haven't built that bridge yet. It feels like if you don't construct that bridge that's going to get you from where you are right now to where you want to be, then you're just going to kind of like fall down in the abyss of, a really, I don't want to call it dark, but that's kind of the idea of it. And you'll kind of get lost without building that path that takes you from where you are now to where you would like to go. And of course, everybody has free will, so you can go ahead and you can make that leap if you want to. We are all masters of our own fate, so we can definitely change that at any time. But if you do want to jump into a private session with me, I'll most certainly do that with you, and we can get some definite action steps you can take to start building that bridge to get you out of there.
Yeah, like I said, I felt like number 18 was reminding me of being young, and maybe this is a little too early to change, to move on.
And I know that it is hard. I know the feeling very well, to be somewhere that it really feels soul sucking. And I have taken the leap of faith before and just walked away, because I didn't realize that building a bridge was probably a very important thing for me to do. And I found myself in some pretty tough spots taking that leap of faith, but it always works out in the end. So, I mean, if you're really willing to take that risk, and then do it.
Yeah.
And about the Facebook thing, Danielle, I see that message. Yeah, I know everybody is not on Facebook. I'm trying to figure out ways around that, because I really do want to develop deeper relationships with everybody that comes through, customers, suppliers, whoever it may be. Facebook is just the easiest way to do that when you're dealing with large groups of people. Email works, but the problem that I'm finding is that sometimes our emails don't actually make it to people. It lands in spam or something like that. But anyway, if you send me personal messages, I think that would work. So that's the way around that. If you're not on Facebook very often, I personally don't like being on Facebook very often either, but sometimes I have to be.
Now, I was looking with dread at the next card that I have for Marie. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing the name correctly, because the name may sound a little too harsh, but it's a very positive card in my opinion. It's a very hopeful one. Now, you got number 1. Beyond death, life, and this is probably one of my favorite cards, actually. I really love the drawing. I love everything about it. And again, it's number 1. As I was telling you earlier about it, number 1 signifies new beginnings. The birth and growth of something new. I feel like something old is going to die. It's going to fade away in your life. So you're going to have the end of a phase in your life that maybe wasn't as pleasant for you as you would have liked, but that brought you to where you are now. And taught you a lot of things. This card, to me personally, it is filled with hope. It's filled with excitement for new beginnings. It's filled with possibilities of all sorts. You are presented with a second chance. You're presented with more than a second chance. You're going to be given something that is absolutely invaluable. It is something so great that I feel like it's going to come from above directly. It's the universe speaking to you directly. It's the universe wanting to give you something special, something that you need, something that you've always wanted. Which you are going to be free to use however you want, but hopefully for the greater good of all, so not just for yourself. Maybe you're going to be given the possibility of healing yourself and others. I kind of feel like it's a call like you're going to receive a call from above. You're going to feel like someone needs you to start doing things. Someone needs you to start healing, not just yourself, but others as well, to share your gifts with others. And by sharing your gifts with others, you're going to feel better yourself. You're going to heal yourself, and you're going to, if not completely physically be healed, at least spiritually feel like there is no need for any other healing, any other type of healing, to feel absolutely perfect, in perfect harmony with your mind, your body, your spirit, to feel like there is no necessity for any further investigation about your health, to feel better just by exploring your spiritual side. Because I was actually talking to someone a few months ago. I had a period when I stopped meditating for a few months, and I was feeling really sick physically, and I didn't understand why. And I was talking to this person. She's a coach, a health coach, and she made me realize that by not meditating and by cutting the cords with my spiritual self, because I was working too much and I was focused too much on doing things, that instead of just doing things for myself, I was draining myself of health, basically. And as soon as I started meditating again, as soon as I started reaching out to my spirit guides, to my angels again, I realized that what was feeling sick was not my physical body, but it was a reflection on my physical body of my spiritual self. I needed something to be expressed urgently, but I wasn't expressing it. And so my physical body was reacting to that. And therefore, every single time I see people who are feeling sick, I ask them very often, do you meditate? How often do you dedicate time to yourself? Just to yourself. Don't think about, oh, but I have to do the dishes, or I have to clean the rooms, and I have to do this or that. I have a job. You have time. 5 minutes a day is enough. Just don't think about anything. Don't do anything. Just allow yourself to have this time for yourself. And I think this is it.
Well, I do have a little bit more to go with that, because I drew a card for her too. And I'm going to draw one for you too, Michelle, about your house, just to see what comes up. But Marie, the first thing that I thought of, I don't even know the name of it, but it has something to do with, I know there are people that do this energetic work. It has something to do with carrying the energies from like your ancestors. And I'm not sure what that's called, but I did draw a card, and it's bone collector, and that's pretty much the same thing that it's telling me there. Whatever health issue that you have going on, I don't know if it's genetic or yeah, I'm leaning more towards genetic. It's what I think you need to do is find one of those people that does that energetic healing with the ancestors, and actually get your energy separated from them. Because to me, it feels like you're carrying a lot of things from the past that don't have anything to do with you. Like it's carried through your bloodline, and the energetic imprint of that is affecting what's going on with you right now. So I would definitely look into that. Like I said, I know there's people that do that specific kind of work, and I don't even know the name of it, but I've seen it before.
I'm not sure if you mean the Akashic Records.
That may have something to do with it.
Because I know that it can be done through the Akashic Records, and I did that a few times with people. So I know that it can be done. It's a long process, but I think it's worth a try. I'm not sure exactly. Maybe what you mean has a specific name. I don't have it right away. But then again, names can be changed. Everyone can call them whatever they want.
Yes, I think it might be something as simple as healing your energetic imprint. That may be a good place to start searching. I would start there. And I bet we actually have treasure goddesses that could probably do some form of that. So I will actually ask them when we jump off here and send you a message, Marie. I'll at least find more information about what it is I'm talking about. I'll at least do that much. I have that problem sometimes. I see or I hear things and I don't have the exact words that I need to let people know exactly what it is, I guess. So
I think it's genetic imprint reprogramming. That's what comes to mind right now.
That sounds like it may be it. That is a very descriptive title for that.
I don't know. I just heard it in my head. Like, I don't think I've ever read it anywhere.
Well, there you go. You are welcome, Marie. I'll draw a card for Michelle real quick about her house. Michelle is wanting to know when, right? Yeah, I don't do well with timing either, but this card, it's reversed, and it's goblins. I feel like you're slowing down the process by hanging on to how you feel it should appear or when it should arrive. So I think if you can just kind of drop yourself down into the flow of that process of moving house. I know that's kind of hard to do with moving house because it works a lot easier when you have everything planned out and everything goes the way that you have planned. But I'm really feeling like you're taking your worry about it is taking the happiness and the joy out of the process for you. And it's slowing down the wheels of progress on getting that going forward. But when Nina was speaking, I was thinking 2 weeks. If that helps you any.
Yeah, me too. I told you. I felt like it was 2 weeks, but I don't know. It seemed a little too... Sorry.
Oh, it's fine. I'm sure Michelle probably already has most of that process figured out on moving house. So she may be that close to actually only being 2 weeks out. So, and that, that could be what that card is too, that she just needs to quit worrying because it's coming.
I felt like maybe envisioning the happiness that she will get from finding this house. Like, how do you envision yourself in this house? Imagine it. Dream about it. Imagine waking up in the morning in this beautiful house. How do you want it to be? How do you want it to feel like? And maybe it will actually speed up the process of it happening. It usually does.
Usually when we stop stressing, everything
yeah.
good. Okay, I guess what we can do now is we can give away some prizes. And if you all have any more questions, you can just drop them in the chat or you can unmute yourself. I don't know if you all know how to unmute, but You can unmute yourself and you can actually talk if you want to. I don't know if that's something that I have to do or.
No, I think they can do it themselves.
Okay. Well, I have my prize list here.
I'm excited.
I'm going to start from the bottom of my list with Theresa's Angel Song. So that I don't forget about that. She just submitted that. So the first prize is going to be an angel song that is being offered by one of our treasure goddesses, Therese Castro. She actually channels a message for you, a specific message for you, and she recreates that into a song that really takes you into a deep intuitive experience. So I'll get my little magic box here. Let me shake that up. See who's going to win. Amy. And I know which Amy that is. Let me write it on. She's not here. But if she watches later. And then we have a Destiny Rewrite from Sarah Otis. She's not here. I was hoping she'd be here today. Let me get my cards out of the way. Sarah, with an email that starts with Doll, D-O-L-L. You have won a Destiny Rewrite.
Congratulations. Yay. Yeah, I forgot that it's just me and you. So I should have like, yay.
It's okay. I can feel their excitement later when they watch it. Okay, Nina, we're moving into yours. Do you want to tell us what yours are about one at a time, and I'll draw names for those?
Okay, just give me the names because I'm not sure in which order I put them in.
Okay, the Angel Blessing with a 10-minute Reiki session.
Yes. So the Angel Blessing is basically an kind of an angel prayer, but it's a digital image that has an angel blessing on it. It's basically a short channeled message from your angel or spirit guides that you can print out and carry with you, or you can just keep on your desktop and look at it from time to time. And it's called the blessing because it's supposed to recharge you every single time you feel down, to make you feel better and to remind you of how powerful and how important you are. And I've always had these all around because I think that they are really pretty and really nice. And, I like to switch them from time to time because I have more than one angel that I like to connect with. And it always makes me smile whenever I read it or even when I look at it. So I'm sure that whoever wins this is going to be just happy. And the session, I think, it is basically a healing session where you schedule an appointment with me, and You don't have to do anything technically, but I actually suggest that on that day you meditate and you allow the energies to flow through you, and you allow yourself to feel your body regenerating and healing itself. And I'm going to be the one doing all the work. I'm going to connect with your angels and spirit guides so that they can direct me to what needs healing. But we're also going to have a consultation form where you can tell me more about what it is that you would like to, what aspect of your life you would like healing on. And that way I can focus on that specific aspect. But to be honest, I actually don't really rely on forms. I don't like the idea of forms that much, because I feel like people don't, sometimes they think that something is wrong with them, but then at the core something completely different was wrong, because our bodies tend to give signs depending on our surroundings, but the time they don't actually give signs actually going on. When it is an emotional or a cause that is not directly related to the physical body itself. So this is why I don't actually rely on the form as much. This is why I connect with the spirit guides, because I like to ask them personally what is wrong, what you need healing with, and what we can do to make you feel much, much better. And healing sessions are usually 20 minutes with me. They can go up to 30 minutes, but really I think that only 20 minutes a day should be enough. 20 minutes a month, actually, because the important part is me connecting with your spirit guides and asking them to constantly keep an eye on you. And that is that.
Well, thank you, Nina. And the winner is Janelle. There's no little slips of paper here. I will send you her email for that.
Okay. Congratulations. I always forget.
Okay, and then your next one, the personalized archangel prayer with the channeled message from your angels.
Yeah, these ones are new actually in my store. The personalized, it's not necessarily angel or archangel prayer. It can be directed to God. It can be directed to whoever you happen to connect most with. You can specify, but if you don't specify, I'm going to call in one of the archangels that deals personally with your problem. So what you have to do is you have to write your problem down, what you need assistance with, and then your entity of preference, if possibly, and if you don't, I am going to write to you a nice prayer with a nice image of an angel or something, depending on the entity that you've chosen. And then that prayer can be done as a ritual every morning. And you also receive instructions on how to use that prayer. And again, it's digital format. It's a PDF file, so you can print it out as big or as small as you want. And you can keep it with you in your wallet. You can have many copies of it. You can take it with you wherever you go, and that also acts as an amulet for protection, and it heals you, or it heals you in any aspect of your life, whatever you chose, in any moment of the day that you keep it on, that you hold on to it. But it's also very important to read it at least once a day, because that's a prayer, and saying our prayers at least once a day is like meditating. And it's basically taking 5 minutes of your day to just do nothing and relax. And that's basically the whole purpose of these prayers or meditations. It is to give you an opportunity to take care of yourself in a spiritual way. And then the channel message from your angels is, I actually specialize in channel messages. That's why I was saying earlier that I use cards, but I actually prefer to channel messages to follow my intuition. So you will receive a message from your angel or angels or spirit guides or the universe, whoever wants to come in, and whoever has a specific message for you. It's going to let me know, and I'm just going to write it down and send it to you.
Thank you, Nina.
You're welcome.
I just have to say, my given name, my birth name is Angel, so don't get us confused. Not channeling me.
No. I actually love your name every single time I talk about you.
Michelle Reed wins it.
Oh, congratulations.
Michelle is here.
Thank you so much. I'm very excited.
There she is. Michelle, I will send her your email when we get off here.
Okay, thank you.
Congratulations.
I'm very excited. Thanks.
And then next is the angelic insight with the 1 card reading.
Okay, so this one again, it's basically a channeled message, but it is more than just that, because channeled messages are just the message itself, but the angelic insight is also an explanation from my part of what I feel like the message itself means. So it's a little more than a channeled message. It also allows me to not just use my intuition, but use reason, and combine reason and intuition into making something that is more intelligible, because we are humans and we are in this dimension where it's a physical dimension. So we love the idea of having everything perfect, and energies and knowledge and unconditional love, but at the same time we are humans, and we tend to have moments when we need things explained in the human way. So this is where my insight comes in, and I usually try to explain a little more in detail what exactly needs to be done, what the message is.
Awesome.
And then 1 card reading. So basically I'll just pick a card for you from this same oracle deck, which will be your avatar, and it is a card that tells you who you are, what you are meant to do in this very moment, well, in relation to your question, or in relation to what your what the universe wants you to know and to do. And that's it.
All right. Well, let's see who the winner is. I like my little magic box.
Me too.
Chelsea. Chelsea is not here.
Yay! Congratulations.
I probably shouldn't say this on recording, but I'm almost glad that we don't have a whole bunch more people here, because I really like the smaller groups. It's not good for business, I know, but I still love you all. I just like the smaller groups better.
It's cozier.
Yeah. Okay, and the last one from you, Nina, is the chakra realignment guided meditation and the meditation music. That's a tongue twister.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so again, there's a consultation form where you will tell me more about yourself and what you would need assistance with. There's a guided meditation in PDF format with meditation music made by my husband. And we're currently working on guided meditations on video directly so that you don't have to read them. But we're not there yet. And then you will also receive, I think there's a 10-minute Reiki healing as well with it. I'm not sure if I specified that in there.
No, it's not.
Okay, so yeah, because the consultation form is specific for that, because the guided meditation is for chakra realignment, so it will help you to tune in to that state where you can heal, and you can do this on whichever day you want, but if you are going to schedule an appointment with me, you're going to I would actually prefer it if you do it on the day, because that way you can actually feel your body healing, and then I am going to do all the work, just like I said earlier. Actually, certification in I'm an angelic healing practitioner, and when I say Reiki healing, I basically don't really mean just Reiki healing. I also work with the angels for healing. So it's a little more than that. Like there's Archangel Uriel, Archangel Michael, Gabriel. They all come in and they help Raphael as well. Usually these four, I call them in, and they usually help in all aspects of someone's life, so you can be healed not just in a physical way, but also emotionally, spiritually, etc. So you can heal your relationship with spirituality, your relationship with people, your relationship with money, how you can manifest. If you have a bad relationship with money or with abundance, you're not going to get that. And so by asking one of these archangels, usually it's Raphael who deals with abundance, to come in and heal that aspect of your life, you're going to start manifesting more often. You're going to have an abundant life. And that's why I love to work with the angels. Because they do all the work for me. I just have to tell them, please do this.
Well, you do quite a bit, so.
Yeah, I do. I do, because I have to connect with them, and that takes a little while.
You do an awesome job, though. Let's see who the winner is.
Thank you.
Ingrid.
Yay!
Congratulations, Ingrid.
Congratulations.
And everyone who wins will be receiving an email from the treasure goddess that is offering that prize. And our last two prizes, we are actually giving away 2 of our subscription boxes. One of the $33 boxes, the standard box, and one of the $77 boxes, our deluxe version. And the only difference between the two is, besides the value of the products inside, is the reading is more in-depth, a longer reading for the deluxe box. So yeah, that's the only difference in the 2 boxes. All boxes always have more value inside of them than what you're paying for, so you don't need to worry about that. But anyway, we'll start with the $33 box and see who is going to win that. And I will actually be sending you an email about the boxes. Angie. Angie is the winner of the $33 box. Congratulations.
Congratulations. I was actually thinking that maybe you should mention the value of the products that they won as well, because I know that the one Sarah does is quite pricey, so I think it's really valuable and it's worth mentioning that.
That's probably a good idea. So I didn't get a value on the Angel song. She just put that together for us real quick because she wasn't able to be here. She had planned on being here for the Angel song. But it is valuable. I'm just not sure of the dollar amount on that. The Destiny Rewrite has $100 value. And then, Nina, your items, the Angel Blessing with the 10-minute Reiki session was $11.11.
Mm-hmm.
The personalized angel prayer with the channeled message is $38.88.
Mm-hmm.
The angelic insight with the 1-card reading is $8.88. And I don't have a price for the meditation music.
No.
I don't have that on my list.
I just didn't. I didn't come up with the price for that one because I don't have it in my store.
Oh, okay. Well, that's okay too. And now for the deluxe box, we'll pick our winner, and then we will be done with the prize drawing. And if anybody has any questions, we can stay on for a few minutes. The winner of the deluxe box is Patricia.
Yay!
Congratulations.
I'm not sure if I'm being a little too loud maybe when doing this. I hope not.
And then, Marie, I feel like I should give you something for being here, for being here live. So I think I'm going to go ahead and send you a $33 box too.
Oh, that's really nice.
I'm already giving Danielle a free session. I mean, that came through intuition. So it's your lucky day, St. Patrick's Day, a new moon.
Congratulations, Marie.
Yes, congratulations, Marie. Write that down so I don't forget. All right. That's all we have for right now. Does anybody have any questions?
I have a question, Angel.
Yes, Michelle.
So if you wanted to give this as a gift, you could actually do that too, right? So that I could sort of say, like, I have a friend who has a birthday coming up. I could get her information and then she would be contacted. Is that how it would work?
Absolutely. When you go over to, the easiest way to tell you is to go to treasuresfromtheuniverse.com. Go there. That's
Okay.
the main website. When you hit the subscribe button, it will take you over to our ordering page, and it's there on the home page. The subscribe button is. When you get over to the ordering page, there's a, I think it's buy now or subscribe, and then right next to it, it says gift. You click
Okay.
gift, and you'll be able to send that to somebody as a gift.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm. That's a good question, Michelle. I almost forgot to tell everybody where we was at. treasuresfromtheuniverse.com. It's a long name, but if you know who we are, then it's just the whole long name.com. You will find everything over there. The order page takes you to a different platform. That's just the back-end system that we're using. We prefer to have our main website because we have so much going on with this project that we have lots to share, lots of things that we want to give away. So the ordering platform isn't suitable for all of the goodness that we're planning on bringing to the world. So we have a standalone website. Is that all?
I think so.
I think it is. Well, I hope everybody had fun. I'm hoping to, I know not everybody is on Facebook, but I'm hoping that on our main Facebook page and in the customer group that we're putting together, the closed group, to develop deeper connections, that we can actually get some of our goddesses in there doing live readings and offering little samples of the kind of services that they actually have in their own businesses, just to kind of give everybody an idea of what could potentially be in the box if you order a box, and to also gain additional support with whatever you have going on in life. We have a fantastic group of women, and even if you're not ordering the box, I mean, I have to kind of rein everybody in because everybody wants to give everything away for free. I had to rein myself in that aspect too. So yeah, I will send everybody an email to get the link to that group. It's not active yet, but you'll start seeing lots of resources and connections and things coming in through there. So hopefully everybody can get in over there. And thank you, everybody, for showing up for our official launch party.
Thank you.
And congratulations to all of our winners. You will be notified shortly about the prizes that you have won. And everybody have an awesome St. Patrick's Day. Have an awesome new moon. I know I'll be out tonight doing my intentions with my women's circle here in my local group. So I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend.
You also. Thank you, Nina. Thank you, Angel.
Thank you,
Thank you for being
Marie.
here with us.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.